Fire Blaze by Andrea Cubis. So I think it's obvious what I loved about this picture. I obviously liked the fiery colors and I liked that it was coming right at you. So that's what I really focused on in this picture. As I'm sure you can see, I kind of zoomed in on the oranges and yellows to try and make them stand out, and I kind of deleted a lot of that blue that was in the original picture. That's one of the really fun parts about being able to paint your own stuff, is you get to choose if you want to focus in on one thing or focus in on something else. If you want to move something, you can do that in a painting, and that's one of the big reasons why I like painting over photography. In photography, I can't move things like a tree or a house, or I can't tell the sky, hey, by the way, I'd really like you just to be orange and red, thanks. But in a painting, I can. So that's what I did in this one. So I started with those oranges and yellows, and then I brought in some purples and blues to do those really dark clouds off in the distance, just to give a really nice, sharp contrast to those bright oranges and yellows. Because I find if you have everything too bright, then you don't really see the brightness. You have to have some dark, and I captured that in those dark clouds. Then I come in on top of the oranges and yellows with those gray clouds, and again, it's to help emphasize the fullness of the color in the hue of the sunset. The grays obviously don't have much hue, whereas those reds and yellows are saturated in hues. So I thought those clouds certainly helped give to that contrast, again, a different type of contrast. It also helped to give directionality to the perspective of the painting, giving it that feeling that the sun started way off in the distance and was coming out to grab all the world. The whole fire was going to grab it all of this. Lastly, was painting in those reeds. Now this was tough because I didn't really want to paint every single little wee reed. So I started off just in the distance, creating kind of a bank of greenish brown color, and I slowly brought it in to the point where then I had to pull out the smaller brush and do individual reeds. And then I did the reflection of the reeds going off to the left so that you could see that there was water there. Otherwise, it was really hard to tell which was the sky and which was the water. That's what the reeds do, is it gives you which side is up. So I hope you like this picture. I thought it was phenomenal. And this is Acrylic April Challenge Day 18 Fire Blaze. I hope you liked it, and I hope you come back for Day 19. Have a good night.